Welcome back to another captivating episode of Elisha's Space. We have invited Dr. Brianna Wiley to shed light on a topic that affects many in the helping professions: compassion fatigue. Join us as we discuss strategies to prevent burnout and prioritize self-care. This episode is a must-listen for anyone in the helping professions or those interested in understanding the toll that caring for others can take on our well-being.
Hello, Elisha Space audience. I am so thankful that you are here to join us today. It is an exciting time of the year. I don't know about you, but we're still in the process, at least our family is, and getting our decorations done. We still have the tree up, and so we're like, okay, we got to get the decorations down from the tree, and just enjoying the transition of getting back from the holidays and everything. And I would like to welcome my new guest. Her name is Dr. Brianna Wiley. She has obtained her doctorates of education from Liberty University in community care and counseling with a focus on trauma. And she wrote a dissertation where she spoke about understanding the experiences of compassion fatigue among counselors in private practice, a phenomenal approach. And she finished this just last year in 2023. So I asked her on the show, not just because of her experience with working with counselors in that topic area of compassion fatigue, but also because any role of a caregiver, whether you're taking care of a loved one, you are a parent taking care of your children, and maybe you're in a field of coaching or the medical field where you're doing some sort of care, where you have to show compassion within that. Even in interview situations, like maybe you have a role where you have to do interviews and you have to be empathetic and you have to show a vulnerable side of yourself. You have to allow yourself to open up in order to show compassion towards another individual. And it's almost as if you're giving away an essence of yourself. It's almost as if you're making yourself vulnerable in those situations to a degree. Now, in our respective fields, we're given training on how to compartmentalize some of these things. But even within that training of compartmentalization, we are still human. We wanted to touch on this and talk about it a little bit because it can be tiring. And a lot of times when you get to a state of fatigue, it leaves you at a place where it can affect your mood. It can affect you, especially around depression and anxiety, because it's like you're carrying some things that you shouldn't carry. So I asked her to come on the show so that we could talk a little bit about this topic because I think it's very important. We don't want to come off as not being caring individuals, but at the same time, we do want to be individuals that are also looking out for our health. We're looking out for our care for ourselves. There is a scripture, it's in reference to when Jesus gives the commandments in the New Testament. And he gave two commandments. One, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And then the second commandment is this: love your neighbor as you love yourself. So within that area of compassion fatigue, if you're not taking care of yourself, it's very difficult to show love and care and compassion to others around you if you are in a state of tired. So I want to thank you so much for joining us on the show. As you can see, Dr. Wiley, I am very interested in, and I'm passionate about this because I think it's an easy thing to fall into, while at the same time, not necessarily spoken about like it should be. Could you provide us with a definition of what compassion fatigue is? And how does
Yes.
it impact other people? The person who's the counselor, the therapist, and others who are in those types of compassion fields as well.
Yeah. And thank you for having me on the show. I am honored. And we're talking about my heart too, compassion fatigue. My heart goes out to people who struggle because of giving to others,
Mm.
to comfort them, to build them up, to build up their strength so they can continue to stay in the field and continue to help. So, going back to what is compassion fatigue, when I was looking into the research that exists, there was some overlap with the definitions, and I was getting a little confused because of that overlap. But I and my dissertation chair looked at some of the different definitions and combined them to come up with, based on Stebnicki 2017, compassion fatigue is empathy fatigue that
Mm.
negatively impacts the mind, body, and spiritual self.